Hello everyone, and welcome to another unboxing and review of a 1/6 scale figure. As you can see here, this is the Witch Hunter, and I'm pointing to the name of it. It's the WH001. This is the light version. There is another Witch Hunter, same character. I think it's a 002, the WH002. I'm going to do a separate unboxing. You could buy these figures separately, but I bought this as a set. They also sell it as a set. So there is the light version. This is what we're going to be looking at today. And then there's a dark version. I'll be looking at doing a separate video, unboxing and review of that one as well. And that'll more than likely follow right after this. So I'll leave a link, but I'll put the link in the description where the other video, you can watch that one as well and see what's the difference between these figures. But this is by Pop Toys. This is I'm trying to remember, I think I've had another figure by Pop Toys. I've got to look and figure out if I do. But as you can see here, that is the Witch Hunter. Really cool series. This is kind of a really cool figure, I should say. This is not based off far as I know. And then I turn this around. Something's amiss here. Something is amiss. The manufacturer somehow put the thing in the backwards. So we'll figure that out. Let's get this plastic off real quick. And you can see I did it real quick. So just to save some time. But I'm going to take a look and see why that back is upside down. But as I was saying, this is an original, a little, I guess, figure. It's not based off any kind of license or any other property, I guess. Pop Toys kind of came up with this themselves, as far as I know. But you can see the glue is kind of gotten undone there. So I'm not sure if this was put upside down or if the front cover is. So we'll figure this out as we open this box. But not a really huge deal breaker. Like, okay, there's a QA issue right there for the manufacturer. But let's take a look at this figure, open it up, and what's kind of really cool about this figure, and I think what drew me finding out and discovering this particular figure and the light and dark version, and you can see there is a little story. They read up kind of behind, which is kind of cool. I thought that was pretty neat how they did a little story behind this figure. But the really cool thing about this, and you'll see it, it does have a seamless body by TBLeague, which is another great. Done a lot of videos on different of their figures, their 1/6 scale seamless bodies. So this actually incorporates one of those, I believe. And there, as I just showed you, that was the instructions. And then let's just take out this foam, and there it is. Whoa! Look at that. She's upside down. So there, the back. Like I said, the box was just put. The lid was put the wrong way. So not a major issue. We fix it just like that, so you can kind of see her properly there. So yeah, let's take a look at some of the pieces. They are very detailed. You can see this plastic. The detail and the sculpt of this is really, really nice. It has actually got some really good weathering. This almost kind of reminds me, I just did a figure review on some of the Court of the Dead figures that TBLeague produced. This almost kind of reminds me of some of the flavor of those particular figures, but the detail, what so far I'm pretty impressed with it. And even look at the hands; it's kind of cool. It's got a little, it's like a wrap around her hand with she even got her fingernails polished on it, little painted fingernails, which is pretty cool. You don't see that very often in too many of these type of figures, especially these TBLeague seamless body figures. But this is really, really cool that Pop Toys did this. They actually got the little wrap kind of incorporated into the hand. Nice little sculpt there. So yeah, these little pieces kind of and then here's I believe that goes on her arm. Looks like that's it's an arm piece there. And then again, the detail on that is really nice, and that goes up to her upper arm, I believe. It's more of the little wrap kind of look with kind of bone kind of structure. And this is her necklace, which is kind of cool. It's got little jewels on there, colored. And even got looks like little bird heads or some kind of skulls. Kind of try to see if we can get that in focus and kind of see the detail. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like little bird skulls. Pretty unique little necklace or collar. And here's just another piece that goes on her forearm. And these, not sure what they are, but I believe those maybe go to her on her feet. So we'll find that out as we open her up. And there she is. It's kind of unique. This is kind of first time I've seen a figure actually, normally they do have a plastic little protector for the head sculpt, but first time I've seen the actual full body wrapped like that, which is pretty cool. I think that's really nice that they did that. A little extra protection, making sure the, but trying to get this off, like there's an opening, but I'm going to have to pop off the head. And you can see their head piece came off because this actually has directional eyes. Her eyes actually move. Now we'll show you that little tool you saw at the beginning in the instructions is like a little metal little tube. Is actually a little tube to help direct the eyes. You can kind of move her eyes left and right, up and down. But yeah, it's definitely a nice little figure. There's definitely like some of the detail on it. She's got the little loin cloth there. And well, let's try to move that little piece a little further over there. So then, but yeah, it's definitely a silicone body, and I'm sure we'll look at the directions here in a little bit and see the articulation. Knowing these TBLeague seamless bodies, they do have pretty good points of articulation. I think it's like 32, 33 points of articulation normally. I don't think this is any different, and I'm sure somebody will leave in a comment. Is it a custom body, or is there a particular body that TBLeague sells? Because there's different body types that TBLeague actually sells, and I'm not exactly sure. Looking at this, I can't even decipher. It's really hard to tell if this body is actually sold separately, or this was just a one of a kind, unique body developed for this particular figure set here. But yeah, look at the detail. All the little details I'm pointing out there is really well done. I mean, even looking at just the little dingly bits she's got around her waist, and even the feet was pretty cool. They got the little wrap on them along with the hands. All kind of carries out, and then as you can see, her head, there is magnets. The magnets on there that actually, you see the little gray things in there behind her eyes. You can actually move her eyes, which is pretty cool. It's really nice how they did that. How they just comes right off her little head sculpt there. So let's put her on an existing stand that I have. In the meantime, put her on the side, and let's look at the second layer here. There's some more additional accessories to dress her up. And the first thing we'll look at, well, let's see, maybe we'll take a look at this overcoat she wears. But we'll look at that here in a little bit. So we'll put that there aside. Let's take out the actual, this is what it looks like, the stand. It does actually come with its own display stand, but it's kind of interesting. The base is pretty plain. There's nothing, no diorama part in there, but nonetheless, it's a nice, just plastic base for the figure to stand on. So, but you would think there'd be kind of like some diorama with terrain or something with some skulls built onto it. But other than that, like I said, it's a nicer, the base, it's a unique little shape. It's not the traditional circle or oval like you can see the stand I just took her off from. It does have the crotch grabber right there, metal. You can kind of lift it up and see if I can get up into position where she's held. But it was kind of unique. Right now I'm just kind of cautious to see if we'll find out if she actually can stand by herself. Sometimes they don't, but she does have detachable feet, which they're usually pretty good at holding. But you can see this spear that she has, a bone spear, which is pretty cool. It's got the skull. Looking at the detail on this, and what's kind of unique about this spear, it feels metal. I mean, it's got some good weight to it. So it's almost as if it's metal, and if that's metal, it's a sculpt over it. That's really almost a first, I guess. And this actually lights up, so you can kind of see it pull the skull cap off. It's held by a magnet. You can put some, I think it's AG1 batteries in there. And unfortunately, this doesn't include it, but I do have a lot of extra little batteries I can put in there, and we'll turn it on at the near the end when I put her all together. So it's kind of cool that actually lights up, which is really nice. Very cool. Yeah, it looks like almost like a little crystal thing that's sticking up in there, blue. And we'll take a look at her little, looks like a goblet, some kind of drink, and it's like blood coming out of it. Got the little skull. And we'll take a look at that a little bit again in more detail. We'll put together, I'll show you some more of that one. But you can see this is another really unique cool little piece here. A skull with it's like blood or something. It actually holds these, which I'll show you, pull out in a second. They look like marbles or something. But yeah, that actually, I'll show you some more details. That actually lights up too, and we'll get some more. I'll give you some more detail on that one. But let's pull out her headdress here. Very, very detailed and very intricate looking headpiece here. And those little rings, some of the chains in there, the little chains in there are dangly things. Looks like I'm going to do some unwinding to get all that put out properly. But I'll get all that here once I put her together and get her set up. But yeah, look at that, just a little dangly thing hanging there. But yeah, you can see there's a little padded in the bottom, inside. That's actually, but yeah, we'll take a quick, put that aside for a little bit. And here's the little two things I talked about. They're just basically marbles. They're definitely like marbles. But here's a close-up again real quick. That goblet. I'll give you a quick look. And there's like a little blood in there. So yeah, the detail on that's pretty nice. Really cool looking. Yeah, very, very impressed. So let's look at the instructions. Normally I look at this at the beginning, but you can see this is TBLeague, their normal seamless body, telling you all how to pose her, to pose the body right. And usually they do have silicone, medical grade silicone covering a stainless steel skeleton. So these are pretty robust. They could break if you don't pose her right. But here's the instructions specifically how to assemble the figure, putting all the pieces in on her. Then the other side, I'm sure it's more. There's showing you to the right there how to use that little metal tool is included, how to properly position her eyes, reposition her eyes if you want to have her looking right, left, or up or down or what have you. And that is just a skull and showing you where the batteries go in. But let's put her together real quick. I'm gonna do this kind of fairly quick. I mean, I might do some cut here to put it together, but I'll kind of show you if anybody has bought this figure, is buying this figure, wants to get a heads up and seeing how this actually is put together. And you can see it's fairly easy. It just really it's not very tight. I mean, it just slips right on there, right over that silicone skin there. Put her there and then pop in the hand real quick. And a quick, easy, fast way to do, you can put the hands without, you can put a blow dryer to kind of heat up the hands, the little sockets, and gets in there a lot more faster and easier. We'll take these little cloth little things out and just cover and put that leg piece on, kind of show you. And then it's actually just, they're cover the little ankles there. Really pretty cool. So definitely any seams and stuff is really covered up with that little ankle, whatever you want to call that thing. But here, let's put the necklace on and put her all together. You got the overcoat on. You can see the overcoat is definitely, didn't open it up and show the detail, but you can kind of see right off the bat that overcoat, it's got some really good detail, a little ripped up and some weathering on it. And here's his little skull lit up with the little marble on it. I think that's the red one, and you can put the clear one and still get some nice little light in on that one. So, and that actually easily, you can see the crack. It'll actually put the battery compartment on. So here she is, all put together, assembled, looking really nice. It's a really great looking figure for sure. And she does, you can see there, she does. If you pose it just right, you can have her actually standing without the display stand. But when I put her out, I'm going to definitely put her with her display stand, because you never know, with gravity and movement, she can actually probably topple right over if you're not careful, especially with that spear. Try to get her just right. If you want to do some more dynamic poses, you definitely want to get that stand on. But yeah, you can kind of see, you can do it with her headdress. You can see the hair. Looks really, really nice looking head sculpt there. I got to say, overall, just a great figure. Very pleased with this purchase. Just another great figure to add to my collection. You can see the headdress on her. Just a really, really great looking, impressive looking figure. And there is the bone staff lit up. She does have a hood, which is kind of cool in this overcoat, and she has those horns sticking out. That's incorporated, the bones out of on that coat. And yes, great figure for sure. And thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button for future videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Until the next one, take care.